And great morning to each and every last one of you. Great morning to each and every last one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. We are excited that you are with us, and we are elated that you are here even right now. So thank you guys all for being present and being here. Thank you. Happy Monday to each and every last one of you. And don't we have something for you guys on today? Yeesh. So for those who do not know who I am, I'm Dr. Lakita, and we are doing our I Speak Life mental health tour. And it is commemorative of the National Mental Health Awareness Month of this particular month. And we're just wanting to do conversations, interviews, motivational stuff, as well as things that will help people to thrive and be better. And so we are elated that we have the opportunity to be able to come and do that. And as a result of that, many of you have turned in different questions and thoughts that you would like for us to talk about. And we're going to get to another one of those topics on today. And so as a result, I want us to take a look at a topic that I think is very interesting. We went all the way back, y'all, with this hairstyle, child. This is like the 15-year-old go-to hairstyle that I've had, right? And so, and if you're on, please share. Share. We had something going on with our eyes earlier, which is why we were a few minutes late, but please share this with some folks and let them know. I want you to share. I'm going to go ahead and share it really quick to about 50 people. And so, and this topic is a very interesting topic, if I might say for myself, child. Today's topic, we're going to talk about getting out of your head. Ooh, getting out of your head. We got props and everything today. I'm serious. We going there today. Today I feel like a talk show host today. Getting out of your head. We got props that we're gonna bring out, and it's gonna be powerful. I believe it's gonna be powerful. Getting out of your head. It's gonna be very powerful, and I'm gonna just share it to about 60 people. See how quick it's easy to share it with folks? Go ahead, and I'm not choosing who I'm sharing it with. I'm just opening it up and I'm sharing it with it. If you trust the source of who's speaking and what they're saying, then send it to folks. We need all of your support as best as possible. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know we kind of see each other every single day, so that's always pretty nice. I enjoy connecting with you guys in the morning. I do. And we are always trying to see what we can do better to make things work better, be better, etc. And so let us know you are on here. We sent it out to our community family. We are 147 strong on that particular community. And so grateful for that. Trying to break through to the 150. So if you want to get our morning motivation that we do out and give out and all that stuff, go ahead and type morning motivation or text morning motivation to area code 925-568-7670. 925-568-7670. Text the words morning motivation and you'll be a part of that. And it's pretty awesome. The people are phenomenal, actually. And no, we won't bother you all day. We just give you encouraging word once a day. And we're so excited about that. All right. So we have done that to a good 60 or so of you all. And we see you guys on here. Good morning, good people. Good morning, good people. Good morning, good people. Good morning, good people. And yes, give me some loves and some light. Okay, so today's show is going to be pretty powerful. All right. Oh, I don't have my ring. Feel naked. Anyway, okay. So let's get busy. So I know. All right. Today's topic we are talking about is getting out of your head. All right, getting out of your head. And I'm gonna preface it. I was just making sure I got all my props here available because it is gonna be what it's gonna be, and we're gonna go from there. So, y'all ready? Okay, let's do it. The backdrop of getting out of your head, the preface is what I like to call it, getting out of your head. All right, I'm just trying to, it's always interesting, right? Can you guys see me? I feel like my head or something is cut off. Yes, and we always do this. I know. But it just has to be the way that it has to be. And you guys will love me in the end. I know. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, much better, at least for me. All right. So many of us live in our heads, and some of us have not known how to navigate the various experiences in our life. So every time we live in our head, we do so at the risk of there being like a train collision happening every 2 minutes. The mind is so powerful and renders much excitement, but it also is very dangerous. And if one has not deliberately checked in with the messages that you are processing on a daily basis, there will also be an emotional collision. There are many, many things that you and I cannot change. We cannot change a recession. And currently, right now, as I'm speaking, The Economist is saying that we are at a 63% chance of going into a recession. We cannot change a mass breakout that produces disease, sickness, and possible even fatalities. We cannot change the global economics that affect and teeter every single aspect and part of the world system. We cannot change the sudden global warming that is changing how we environmentally live, whether today we're going to be spring, summer, or whatever the case may be. We cannot change wars breaking out between various countries. Or we cannot simply change when someone likes us or don't like us, or harshly put it, they actually hate us just because we are who we say we are. These things you and I cannot change. But there are some things that we can change and should change. And this is where you get your pen and your paper, because there are 7 things that I'm going to share that you must look at changing and expressing in a different kind of way. Number 1, you and I can change our mind. You can be watching me right now, right? Right at this very moment, in this present time, and you can change your mind and decide, I don't want to listen to Dr. Lakita on I Speak Life, and you can hit a button. That, my friend, is the form of doing 2 things: changing your mind, making a decision, and creating the action behind the decision. So in that one thought of changing your mind, many other actions happen. Understood? So we can change our mind about any situation. I'm not going to feel less than in any relationship. I won't keep being involved in situations where I feel dismissed or disregarded. You can change your mind. You got it? All right. Number 2, you can change your mindset. Because Dr. Carol Dweck, she believes, and I too also believe that we operate from 1 or 2 mindsets, either fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Growth is perpetually moving forward irregardless to obstacles and or trials or tribulations. It is always having the better outlook in life because you know that everything is not a failure to you personally, but it is a situation in which you have learned from. But a fixed mindset is one that is fixated in the probability that once you have had a downfall, the downfall is attached to who you are as a person rather than what you did as a person, therefore becoming the full fulfillment of the way in which you think. And I'm sorry, and when you've got a fixed mindset, your whole outlook is pessimistic, it is negative. You are always constantly looking for the lows and the no's of a thing instead of the yes and the highs of a thing. Your vibrational frequency is too low for your sister girl. You understand what I'm saying? So you can change your mindset and decide that everything that happens to me, especially if you say you're a believer, it is working out for my good. And that is for you too. Number 3, you can change your perspective. You can change your perspective. Your perspective has all to do with your experiences, but it really pertains to the experiences that you have in your head. Our experiences get lodged in our head because that's where the mind begins to change and do different types of things, right? So when we have experiences in our lives, then you and I, we go and live inside of our head. And depending on how we've been living inside of our head, whether we've been nurturing who we are, whether we've been loving who we are, we will interplay this level of perspective in an interesting kind of way. Perspective gives you power when you understand that perspective is supposed to help you to progress to the next level. If my perspective of myself is already low and I get in the midst of people who don't care or like me, well, then guess what? We are talking about a train collision taking place again. So change your perspective about life, about things, about situations. And if you say, I can't, that's just the way that I am, shame on you. I want to be an evolving person, especially if I'm in Christ Jesus. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things become new. Matter of fact, that's why he told us to renew our minds, because he knew some of y'all would get stuck like I have been stuck before in my life and perpetually on a cycle of no return with a perspective that lends me to be of no good results. Does it make sense? Number 4, these are things that you can change. You can change becoming mentally and emotionally activated towards progress. Yes, you can change that. That means that you're an action-oriented person. You're not so emotionally driven that you're unfulfilled, that you're not so emotionally driven that you are unaware of what it is you bring when you walk into a room. Does it make sense? Becoming emotionally and mentally activated towards progress. You are not letting people, the day, the situation, the outcome, the energy, the air, the whatever, hinder, hamper, change how you progress in your day. It does not matter. You have got to figure out and understand that you have the power to change that. Number 5, y'all ready? Still with me? You have the power to change your response to your critics. And there's always 2 critics you're going to have. Y'all ready? The first critic is going to be the inner critic that never, ever got healed. Write it down. The first critic is the inner critic in you that never, ever got healed. Say it for the people in the back. The first critic is the inner critic that you never got healed inside. Oh, okay. The first critic is the inner critic in you that never got healed. And then number 2 is the outside critics. They will always have something to say about your hair, about your dress, about how you look, about your shape. Your butt too big, your butt too small, this, that, and the other. You're too single, you're too involved, you're too like whatever. Your response to your critics is something you can change. And I'm here to tell you, baby girl, my bruh, you can change your response to your critics. Silence also helps too with those who are not you. I love it. Come on here. Number 6, what you can change. You can change how you look. You can change how you look. Come on. Today I'm looking like this. Tomorrow I might put on some hair. Who knows? I put on a wig. I got about 8 of them back there. I can change how I look. I got on glasses, no glasses. Okay. We change how we look. Okay. Because I speak life. And number 7. Number 7, you could change how you feel. Listen, something creating a thing of how you feel, you have to make a decision. I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel this way, that way, whatever it is. You have the power to do just that. And you don't have to feel that way. These 7 things are evidence that when you get out of your head, you will live better. Part of managing one's mental health is learning what you need to have in your life in order to thrive. A friend sent me this on this morning, and I'm going to read it to you guys. They sent it to me via Instagram, and I'm going to read it. And actually, I'm going to let you guys hear it. I think you can hear it. It says 4 things you learn as you get older. Are you ready? All right, here it goes.
4 things you learn as you get older. 1, you can't make real friends with fake people. 2, you sit back and observe and realize that not everything needs a reaction. 3, you learn to trust your intuition. If something doesn't feel right about a person or situation, you don't waste time trying to deny it. And 4, the older you get, the less you feel the need to be included, understood, or accepted.
And there you have it, my friends. You understand those particular things, and we are excited to know that we believe that. Now, here's what I want you to also, and maybe those were not your sentiments. Maybe that's not what you feel. Maybe in some cases, that's not what you believe. But what I'm really trying to tell you is to make sure that you don't let the critical voice of your inner unhealed self harm who you are. Chances are, in today's true reminders, my only thought that I want to really leave with you guys is that our only responsibility is to love God, to do good to others, and to fully love yourself. People are losing emotional bandwidth every single day, and it is because they are trying to connect with people who can't connect because their level of exposure, understanding, and vibrational frequency spiritually is just too low. So let's take something as simple as this. Now here we go with the show and tell. I want you to read this shirt. All right, I want you to read the shirt. Get a good look at the shirt. You read the shirt, you see what the shirt says? All right. I'm not going to say anything. Now that you've read it, I'm going to say what the shirt says. Up your ask. Up your ask. I'm going to share. Up your ask simply means to ask more of God. It comes from the whole concept. I believe it's in James 4:12. And it simply says, you have not because you ask not, right? And so up your ask. I want to share something with you. If you don't know any better, those who have a warped kind of sense of mind, if I said up your ask, would think I'm cussing. But let me share something with you. It's not a cuss word. When you read it, I'm sure you didn't see a cuss word. When I said it, depending on your ears, who knows? But let me tell you something. There's a scripture in Titus 1:15 where we're talking about people and things and how they believe or whatever the case may be. The scripture says, unto the pure, all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and their conscience is defiled. So when people try and think that what you are doing or making somehow is difficult or different from what it actually is, you have to know that their thoughts is unbelieving towards you and their minds are defiled and their consciousness is defiled also. And I brought it up because this shirt is going to bring a lot of chatter Up your ask, which was a conversation piece that my pastor had did so brilliantly on his morning jumpstart. And it totally blessed me in a serious way. So I had a friend of mine to make a shirt for him. But one of the things I realized in my ingenuity and in my innovation of always trying to reach out to those who are in the world, not necessarily already saved in the church. This shirt is a conversation starter. Up your ask. I want people to ask me what it's about. I want them to come up to me and ask what it's about. It has nothing to do with cuss words. And yet people, even those who heard what my pastor said, believed that the shirt is too much. But I say to myself, the shirt is only too much, or they think it's going to make people think something else because their mindsets are just too low. And today, in my 47 years of age, I'm believing and knowing it is too low. And here is why I said it as we come to a conclusion or close. It is pretty sad that we can be in this life at 40, 50, 60 years of age and have no understanding about life being bigger than where we are today. If I could share anything with you guys today as it pertains to getting out of your head, please, the next time you see something that you may not even understand, take the time and just embrace it for a moment, rather than thinking, what will the people think? I don't give a freaking frack about what the people think. The thing is, I'm not going to be saying anything about it when I'm wearing the shirt. The shirt tells you up your ask. People know what the word ask mean. No one's trying to cuss. But if your mind is defiled, if your mind is unbelieving, and your conscience is defiled, well, you'll get what you produce. And there, my friends, is where we're at for today. I pray that you have a really great day, because I am having a fantastic one as we speak, because I understand that being in my head doesn't serve me a great purpose. As a matter of fact, it will never, ever be what I need to be or what I should be if I stay in a negative frame of thinking. Therefore, let God be the one to help you along the way. And here's the absolute perfect truth. Never mind what people have to say. Try and win the lost at any cost. And those that will be found, guess what? God chose that. And those who criticize you along the way, God chose that too. So thrive in it all. And don't you let anyone or anything take you out of that. I'm Dr. Lakita, and I say on this beautiful day, you better speak life. And when nothing else works, open your mouth and say, I'd rather speak life than death. Be encouraged. I am. I pray that you are. And remember, when all else fails, up your ask. Ask God for the bigger things. Ask the life that you want for bigger things. Tell God where I'm at, I don't want to be. Ask him. Ask him. Go ahead. It's awesome to ask him. And then go over there to Matthew 7:7 and check out what we should be doing. You'll be blessed. I love y'all so much. Have a great, fantastic day. Blessings. Love you much. Bye-bye.